Enemies turn now. Also, when I saved that last part of the episode, things stopped respawning, which made me flip the crap out. I can't attack here, so I'm evading. Heck yeah, evading. Don't you fire your missiles at me, you... Oh, here's shoot down. I don't think we saw it because I think Cypher was being a lazy butt in the last recording. Cypher can do that too, by the way. He just is a lazy butt. Shoot down's pretty nice. Ryoko, honestly, does more damage. Well, if they dealt the same, if the rapid rifle on the knife did the same amount of damage, which is really nice when that is the case, because then you can sort of, you have options, you know? You can have a ranged attacker in that unit and attack with ranged weapons, or you can have a close range attacker and use a close range weapon. Just with the Dr. Swordard. I think I got that one in, like, any of my first 3 playthroughs, but I did get that one recently, and I laughed at it recently. I was just like, I get it. Swordard. Don't you fire your laser machine gun thingy at me. Koji, that was like no damage. What did he do? Did he hit the cockpit or something? Did he scratch your paint job? Like he didn't do anything. I mean, figuratively speaking, but still. Oh, for the record, by the way, you can see that there's some new Jovian units. Those are, I forgot what they're called, but they're spaceships, and spaceships are kind of annoyingly tanky. Yeah, sure, I can deal with Distortion Punch. We haven't seen it, well, we sort of have seen it. Distortion Punch, by the way, is the technical name for the attack that, that Guy and Akito call Gekigan Flare. It really is Distortion Punch. Same damage, same everything. Similar animation. Yeah. By the way, speaking of that, on that note, not all the animations of the Estevalis units, they aren't all the same. Like, Izumi's knife animation might be different from, say, Ryoko's. It's also not entirely consistent either, so... Like, I'm about ballisticing it. You know what? No. You're almost dead. I'm attacking you close range. This animation is still really confusing if you don't see after he throws out the second gun. I'm actually curious to all y'all in the audience. And now, of course, Vivi's going to go, "Oh, y'all, you can't say that. You're not Southern, blah, 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 blah." But for you in the audience, would you prefer I keep, like, don't mute my microphone when I do that? Because I know that you guys can probably hear me when I do that. So, would you guys prefer that I mute my microphone, cut it out, or just do nothing? Which I'm not even going to be cutting out an option, because that's really annoying. And it sort of disrupts the flow of the video and makes the recording much longer. Which may or may not cause desynchronization issues. Hooray! The song that, Finetesco, the ship, is the theme song for Martian Successor Nadesco, which is... Will you all have 120 will? No. 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 Darn it. Hey, Ryoko. I want to show a thing off. Get 120 will. I sense it's not going to happen. You do. Bye-bye. Have fun in the robot afterlife graveyard thing. Now, do you have 120 well? No. You should all have 120 well now, yeah. But, we can't take on this one. Probably not kill it. Sad face. This is my favorite quote. This is no video game, unless proven otherwise. I love that quote. It's so silly. Martian Redesco isn't afraid to break the fourth wall. There's like one episode where one of the characters is like, "Who says this show isn't educational?" One of the other characters is like, "Who are you talking to?" And the person responds, "The fourth wall, of course." That may or may not have something to do with why I love this show. It's such a silly show. Which is very rare for a mech show. Usually mech shows are very serious and, you know, especially real robot shows. I wonder if I can set a mute hotkey to my microphone so you don't hear me clicking that mute switch every time. I doubt it because there's a mute switch, but I still wonder. There. You go there, and you come over here. And here's our first skirmish with the ship of annoyingness. The other annoying thing about the ship is it has a distortion field too, which, while it doesn't exactly reduce a ton of damage, it's still flippin' annoying. If you can get it to run out of energy, though, it's not bad. Cypher, don't block for the ship. I'm firing my gravity. Blah. Alright, Cypher, these guys are... You can think of them as your boss units in this map. You have 125, you have still 119. Alright, you distortion punch the crap out of this one. Beat the tar out of him. Can flare. Wait, what the hell am I saying? Ryoko is both kind of cute and kind of scary at the same time. You'll know more about the scary part if you watch the show. She's the best combat person. Combat is also her only talent. I'm hoping you can gather as to why that may or may not be scary. Ow! That hurt. But now I can show off the thing. Please repair him. In fact, Aphrodite, you repair him too. Her. Okay, now we can show off our first instance of a team-up attack. I'll be using these a lot. They do a lot of damage. The only problem with team-up attacks is they consume resources from all three, or well, all the units that comprise of the team-up attack. In this case, it's using the energy of 3 units. Also, I think maybe lagging the emulator a little bit. Actually, I might be able to take this one out with, Izumi. Because Izumi is rolled, again, as the best, as the better range stat out of the 3, characters of the Subaru unit. Also, now every time I hear Subaru, I just think of Shooting Star Mega Man. Because in the Japanese version, that was his name. In the English version, he was named Geo. Really? 3 digits? Man! You can, he'll just follow you. Funny thing is that Guy calls the knife, Gekigen's sword, which is silly because it looks nothing like a sword. Way too small. Well, no, this one's way too small. There's another sword weapon that Guy, that, the Estevalis units get much later. Or another stab, melee weapon Estevalis units get much later, and it's like a little spear thing. And he calls it Super Gekigen Sword, which is silly because it looks nothing like a sword. Iron Cutter. Jing. Douche, douche. Eat nonsensical blades. What you did? Nah. I mean, that's pretty much close to 4 digits, so it's not like nothing. But it ain't that much. I'm gonna have to move Cypher closer. And I'll block for Ryoko since Ryoko doesn't have any health. Ryoko also doesn't have any energy. Ryoko, don't block for him. He's supposed to block for you, you silly. These ships, by the way, look much neater in the show where they actually look like ships instead of just shapes. Because in the show they actually have some length to them. I missed that quote. Now I have to look back at that editing. That looked like it would have been a funny quote. It's just like, because it looked like he said never underestimate a ship or a robot that's, and then I missed it, and it looked like he said it's like, he said the dimensions of it. I don't think I've ever gotten that quote before. That's interesting. Cypher! Actually, what spirit do I have? I have Focus, and I also have Break. Also, she can't even use Bless to begin with, which is kind of silly. She has Bless, but it costs so much that she can't even use it until, like, level 4. Break's actually quite useful. Break, bypasses special defense abilities, so that it bypasses, say, support defense, but it also bypasses force fields. The only thing that won't bypass is, to my knowledge, After Image specifically. Not abilities like After Image, but specifically After Image, which is also really nice because there are abilities, but I think abilities that are like After Image are more common than After Image itself, so I might be wrong as to the fact that it does that, but whoa. Whee! I'm off firing the energy laser, or energy arrow that makes no sense whatsoever. Dunk. We've been impaled. Explosion power. Yes, we did. He had a 0% chance of hitting us. Yeah, I'm at a good distance. $4, 30, 20. Man! we seen Aki attack yet? I think we have. Yeah, we would have. Okay. Yeah, we get to use Ryoko, or Ryoko. We get to use Sayaka, or we have to use Sayaka for a few more stages. So I'm not gonna just show off her boob missiles one last time just for good measure, because we're not going to see it ever again. But as you can see, yeah, full energy recharge. I was not lying to you. It is in fact a full energy recharge. If this doesn't kill, I'm probably gonna kill it with Aki, Noel, because what I don't want is I do not want a unit that isn't one of my favorite units to kill it, because if you remember, I get a money bonus if I kill my favorite unit. Units from my favorite series get money bonus, and Mazinger is one of them, as is Blue Earth. You get a booster for that. No enemies detected. Federation forces show no intention of continuing the pursuit. Well done, Captain. Round everyone up. After we're finished, set course for Mars. We're leaving the Earth sphere. Great job. Everything turned out fine. It's all over now. It's over? I see. I told you you could do it, didn't I? And you kicked ass, too. Really? Yes, really. Now we're back to plot, so I'm gonna have to continue cutting this out instead. I have to move my mic closer. Yeah, this sucks. You had to leave in a hurry, so you couldn't even make decent preparations for us? Alright, fine. First a shower, then some grub. Hey, what are you going on about? You know, people usually introduce themselves when they first meet. If I'm in for a lecture, at least tell me your name. Well, she's a wild one, alright. I'm Hiyama Aoi, Combattler V's main pilot. Oh, that huge bucket of bolts? You're just a kid on top of that, huh? I'm Ryoko Subaru. As you can see, I was employed by Nurgle to be an Estevalis unit. Or Estevalis. I say the dumbest things when I script saying things like that. I was employed by Nurgle to be an Estevalis unit. Transform! To be an Estevalis pilot. So, where are the showers? Anyone? Why? Hello! I'm Hikaru Mano, pilot, 18 years old. I love to eat pizza and, at times, dry senbei. Nice to meet ya! The air. It tastes delicious. Oh, and this is Izumi Maki. As you can see, she's way out there. Are you all seriously pilots? There are some here that look lost. I'm actually a cook. I knew it. You just don't have the face of a pilot. And you are? I'm not here. I'm here because I need to be, not because I want to. What? Then just quit already. It'll be too late to give up when you die. Didn't you hear me? I'm not here because I want to. Do not seem amused. Perhaps we're missing your muse. Nah, Festania's here with us. It's alright. Yeah, see? See, Festania's here. Wait a sec. Cypher is here because we asked him to. Stop psychobabbling him, will ya? Okay, fine. Now, will somebody please tell me where the showers are? So those are remaining pilots. Man, they look so unreliable. That prospector geezer sure knows how to gather himself some goofballs. Perhaps, but the fact is that everyone here is highly skilled. Besides, we're only employed for the trip to Mars. We'll just have to bear with it till we get back. The problem isn't their skill, but their reliability. Can we count on them? Hey, kid! What do you want? Listen, I just heard about your situation. You're piloting a robot that fell out of nowhere. That's the way to go, kid. One way or another, anybody who starts out in that kind of situation will inevitably grow into a great pilot. I'm sure of it. All he needs is time and experience fighting alongside his buddies. Yeah, that's gotta be it. Just like in Hot-Blooded Robot, Gekigenger 3. What is this Gekigenger thing, anyway? Now, hey, I know it's been all well and good being alive, but let me tell you one thing. Whatever you do, don't have a cooler death than me. That goes for you too, Tenkawa. You're living in order to have a cool death? It's all about being proper. A man who's lived a life dedicated to the cause of justice deserves to die looking the part. Yeesh. Okay, I've got a request. When you die, do it by yourself and leave us out of it. Oh man, doesn't yesterday's battle during our departure feel like a dream? Nothing's happened so far. Hey Chizuru, where are Koji and the others? Koji's exploring the ship with Sayaka, I think. Sounds like they're having a date. Well, the Nadesco is a warship. It was built to include several built-in facilities tailored specifically to civilian use. They even have a complete recreational area. Oh man, video games! Now that you mention it, the bathhouse is really huge. This is the first time we've ever seen something like that. Definitely looked like a great bathhouse, and it sure felt great too. Hey guys, are you just gonna lounge around like this all day? Well, suit yourself. Hey, can I get a large Martian bowl over here? Oh, and by the way, where's the depressed looking guy? I mean, Cypher, if you're looking for him, then I think he should be in his room. Why'd you ask? I want to talk to him about the repairs and adjustments for his mech. Combattler and Mazinger both have manuals to help us with that, but I have no idea what to do with Longbow. I don't even know who made it, but that thing is full of security measures keeping me from doing my job. My pride as a chief mechanic is hanging in the balance. Sorry, but neither Cypher nor the rest of us know any details. Still, we'll know if there's anything wrong with Longbow. Just try the basic diagnostics. It should be alright. Wait, so you're telling me that it has a self-check system that's that effective? Boy, I gotta figure out how to use this thing. It's the same way with the unit's controls. We don't exactly know how it works, just that it does. Sorry to inconvenience you. Ah, no, there's no need to apologize. What are they up to? Tenkawa, Kanto, over here, quick! I have to prepare crew for the entire... I have to prepare crew for the entire food, you know. What do you want? I got a lot on my mind. Listen, I'm gonna let you watch my most prized video. It's a legendary masterpiece of robot animation. Gekiganger 3. I wonder if watching it could get even that blood of yours to boil. Receiving lightwave communications from Nurgle. Hurry, please decode. Homoe Kane. Please decode and reproduce on the main screen. So it's finally begun. No way. This can't be. What's the meaning of this? It's just as you see. In opposition to plant's independence, the UEFA carried out a nuclear attack on the agricultural plant Junius 7. The plant collapsed as a result of the attack, with civilian casualties of around 240,000. Plant's governing council immediately gave approval to retaliate. Zaft has deployed neutron jammers on the moon and Earth, causing a serious energy shortage on the planet's surface. After that, Zaft invaded the moon. At the Endymion crater's Grimaldi front, Zaft Mobile Suit battalions completely annihilated the 4th Federation Space Armada. The plants and the Federation are now embroiled in all-out war. This is terrible! That explains why they're so eager to get the Nadesco by force. We were fortunate to have escaped before war broke out in the Earth sphere. Fortunate? Why? If we were delayed, we could have been attacked by Zaft, too. But, Captain, we won't be able to do anything about it until we return. More importantly, with the hostilities between Zaft and the Federation at what they are, our roles are now all the more important. There's no chance of the Earth sphere sending anyone to Mars in the near future. Oh, you're right. I'm worried, though. About what? Even with the beginning of hostilities, there was no Jovian presence at the Grimaldi front. They always gathered there before the conflict. Is it me, or does it seem like they didn't want to get caught in the crossfire? Maybe the lizards decided that it would be better to let us kill each other. But that would suggest they're capable of high-level tactical judgment. Taking that theory into account, I believe they will not try to attack us seriously until we reach Mars. What do you think, Captain? Well, you say a lot of serious stuff, especially for a child. I'm not a child. I'm a young lady. Huh? But what if this was all a coincidence? Yes, there is also a chance of that being the case. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, what are those neutron jammer things you were mentioned? They appear to be Zaft's new weapons. They have the power to nullify nuclear fission with its effective range. How does that work? In addition to causing electromagnetic interference, the principle they work upon is unknown. Wow. I think it's more like that more likely that that's impossible, and they don't want to explain it in case it sounds silly. They effectively nullified the UEFA's nuclear weapons and have created power and food crises across the globe. See, well, at least it's stopping both sides from killing themselves in brightly colored nuclear flashes. Yes, I suppose that is a relief. I think I'm going to enter this information into the ship's internal network. Here we go. And now Chapter 2 is complete. And so you guys know what that means. Time for Puzzle Robo! Carry the propellant tank. Victory conditions. Protect the target area until turn 2. Defeat conditions. Enemy reaches targeted area. Now, for now, these are still all simple maps. So, this one, all we need to do... And this is sort of a thing in pretty much any tactical RPG. But you can block enemy units from moving by moving in front of them. Like, it hampers their movement. So you can see here, this guy's movement just barely goes here. So, if we move, say, here, I believe, sorry, excuse me, yeah, I was almost worried that you would still be able to move here, and then, but even if that was the case, I could theoretically just move here instead, and be fine. It is another tactic. If you have a mission where you have to defend these spots from, like, in the main game, Puzzle Robo Stages never set this up like this, but, and you want to be able to, protect these areas easily, move your units on them, or move the units to surround the perimeter if you got some on the inside, because enemies can't move through you. But yeah, the Puzzle Robo is nice for teaching the mechanics, although you tend to need to know the mechanics in the first place to use them, but, don't want to take my chances. I know that there is no chances in this, it's all very scripted, because it's a puzzle, but still. Anyway, with that, we've done the puzzle. Of course, these are all the easy puzzles. They get complicated later. And with that, we come to the last part of the episode, which is the upgrades and whatnot. So, for pilot training, we have some levels of this here. For real-type robots, I always like to upgrade Evade before I upgrade anything else, and so that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to try and get to, like, 140 evasion for my units before I switch to something else. Real types, defense instead. Probably 130 should be good enough. Drat, guy actually got a level out of that. The flagships, I like to flagships always have 2 of the pilots there. I like to upgrade the range on the one of them and the defense on the other. And Aki is a little special. I'm gonna upgrade his evade, and I'm also gonna upgrade Aki's evade is Aki's a bit special. Noah's a bit special, but so I'm gonna upgrade both his evasion and Aki's evasion. Normally I would upgrade his range and her evasion, but Aki, as I mentioned, as I mentioned, is a little special. And once again, evasion. Whoops, wrong way. And for me, Koji didn't level up. Neither did Sayaka, although Sayaka, that's not surprising, given her important role for that last battle. Modules. Did we get any? No, we still don't have any. Modules, parts. I think I'm gonna replace combattlers. Propellant tank, but I'm gonna give him a booster so he moves a bit farther. Replace his propellant tank. And then longbow can keep the cartridge. Thinking about it. Sorry about that. You're a healer, so I'll put a repair kit on you. I'll put the, to be honest, I never run out of ammo for the game, so I'm gonna put the servo motor on longbow. And cartridge can go on Izumi's unit. And propellant tank, I'm gonna put the propellant tank on Hikaru's unit. Here, I'm out of parts now? Yeah, I'm out of parts. And then, this time I'm going to be doing some weapon upgrades. Weapon upgrades instead of armor upgrades. First things first, longbow. And for longbow, I think next I'm going to want to upgrade... I want to upgrade the Zinger right now. I think I'm going to upgrade a Keto's unit, actually. Because I can upgrade a Keto's unit, and I can also upgrade, say, Ryoko's unit. And that's about all. And now for the last bit of the episode, I'm also gonna for this last part, for all of you who don't want to listen to this, I'm gonna go over the reference page again, because it has been updated, because we have some new characters, some new abilities, and I'm also gonna show off the unit variants, and probably also background music first, because that's the most interesting thing here. Yet to Burning is the theme that the Nadisco has. Combattler V themes, obviously Combattlers, Fire Wars, we've been over this. And Go Estevalis is the Estevalis units, and Reason is the theme for the Blue Earth, and units from Space Knight, Teflon Blade. Unit variants. We have the zero gravity frame, but we also have the aerial frame, the ground frame, the artillery frame. I think I'm going to show these off with the Subaru Squadron. So Ryoko is melee focused, so we'll give her the ground frame. The ground frame, problem with the ground frame is it can't normally attack aerial units, but the next map does have a select few units that are ground based, so that's still fine, and it also has an additional melee attack. And this additional melee attack is special because it is an attack that actually works on aerial units, which is unusual. The thing I find funny about the ground frame sprite is that it looks less armored than the zero gravity frame. The zero gravity frame doesn't have as much armor as it's a little silly. I'll give that to Ryoko. Hikaru is going to get the aerial frame since she's balanced. The aerial frame gets an additional ranged attack. It actually has quite a bit of range on it, and also more movement. So there's that. Yeah. And Izumi is going to get the artillery frame, because the artillery frame is purely ranged. Normally, as I mentioned, team-up attack. You saw the team-up attacks. Team-up attacks do not work for the Estevalis units if they're not all the same frame. Which is why I'm not going to be changing Guy or Akito's units. But so this is the artillery frame unit. And I suppose I could also go over the unit stats later just to show you the attacks on the different frames. Reference. We've seen these before. Swap allows unit to swap a currently deployed allied unit with another non-deployed allied unit. We won't be seeing this for a while because for several of the first few stages we'll have enough units to deploy all at once. Once we get about 14 or over 14 or 15 or so, that will no longer be the same. Repair equipment enables the rest. We've seen that before. Supply equipment enables the restoration of allies' energy and ammunition. As I mentioned, you can't use this after moving. Load allows loading of units. You can put units in the ship, as you saw me do. This will slowly repair their health and energy, and also resupply their ammunition. But of course, it wastes the unit's turn. Distortion field avoids medium gravity and beam attacks. Absorbs 1,000 damage from other attacks. Consumes 10 energy. My mistake. I was wrong about this ability. Barrier small. Absorbs 800 damage. Consumes 5 energy. Gravity wave beam supplies energy to units with gravity wave antenna. Of course, this is the Nadesco's ability, and gravity antenna clearly it's the Estevalis unit's ability. Receives gravity wave beam in designated area. Restores energy to max at the beginning of each turn. And then energy regeneration small. 10% energy regeneration at the beginning of each turn. Which unit has this? Oh, the Nadesco. Oh, energy small. I read that as HP, and I was like, since when does the Nadesco regenerate its HP? Special skills, we've already seen counter cut, shoot down, shield defense. Counter, I talked about it, we haven't seen it. Chance to strike first against enemy unit attacks. Ryoko and Guy have this. Hidden away, we saw before. IFS As will increases, so too does the pilot's effectiveness. This is the thing that all the Estevalis units have. Apparently Ruri has it too. Potential, we've seen that before. Command raises nearby allies' hit and evade stats. That's the blue radius thing around Ryoko. I'm not sure if we saw this, but yeah, does this, and this does that. And spirit commands. Scan shows selected enemy status, lowers its evasion rate by 10% for 1 turn. Excel, move from +3, stays in effect until a unit moves. Break, next attack bypasses special defense abilities excluding after image. The next attack to this unit deals 10 damage. If the attack misses, this doesn't count. Or if the attack misses, it doesn't use up wall. Wall is better than alert in that regard. However, wall also doesn't make you instantly dodge the attack, so it's not always helpful. Snipe. Ranged non-map weapons gain +2 range for 1 turn. One range weapon is excluded. Gain, receive, I think we've seen this before. No, we haven't. Gain is like luck, but only on the unit that uses it. Receive 2 times experience for the next battle, no effective units. In fact, what luck does is luck... oh, sorry. This is like bless. Wait. One of these things is a typo. Cut. Oh, no, wait. No, I'm dumb. Gain is like cheer, but on the unit that uses it. In fact, what cheer does is cheer will basically make it as if the unit that you've selected has used gain. So they do the same thing, except this one is target ally, and this one is the receive, just the unit that uses it. Same thing with luck and bless. Double money for the unit that uses it. Double money for any unit, or the unit of your choice. Vigor. I think I went over this before. No, it doesn't. Vigor, or if you want to pronounce it incorrectly, Vigor. Restores HP by 30% of max. Guts we've seen before. Trust. I think we've seen this before as well. Maybe not. Restores to target allies HP by 2,000 points. I think we have, but regardless. Alert we've seen before. Focus we've seen before. And strike we've definitely seen before. I'll go over them anyway, but this is 100% hit rate. Focus, that, and that. Tire lowers enemies' units' will by 10. I actually did this in a battle once. It was really funny. I was like, I got tired. I have a ton of it's expensive. I have tire, and I have a lot of SP at this point in the game. Hey enemy leader unit that has a force field that activates at 130 will. Tire. And then he just stood there the entire battle because he couldn't do it. It was funny. I get to, like, because that force field attack also grants him the bullshit dodge ability of, it's not double image, but the ability that is the force field is also a double image ability, which is a really cool ability. It's really annoying when the enemy has it though. So it was funny. He's normally really difficult and tough and stuff, but I lowered his will a lot. So also I discovered that the minimum will is 50. But in any case, so yeah, this spirit command, I won't say it's too terribly useful. I wouldn't use it like all the time, but it's there. Spirit sort of does the opposite. All pilots in this unit gain 10 will. And finally, Fury. I think we didn't have trust before. All attacks from this unit are critical. Lasts 1 turn. Because and the reason why I say that is because we didn't see Fury before when I went over it last time. If we did, I'm dumb. Okay, so that's that. And then unit stats, I can go over the attacks that all the different frames have the Estevalis units. So the artillery frame have missiles. They also have a post-movement missile attack. Decent hit rate, 1 to 5 range. It's the only post-movement weapon. It's sort of my complaint about this artillery frame is it doesn't move very far and it doesn't have any post-movement weapons. I don't use it often. I'm only putting it on Izumi to show it off. Otherwise, I would have them all be like aerial frames or something. It has 120mm cannon, so 12 centimeters, question mark, or 0.12 meter, whatever. As you can see, that's quite a bit of range though, and plus 10 hit rate. It does pretty good damage. And it also has a map attack. Now, I actually think this is the only map attack in the entire game that uses ammunition instead of energy. In any case, that's the artillery frame. You can see here. You can see that it has the artillery frame for all of the Estevalis units. This sort of disappointing thing about the artillery frame is it doesn't change the it just changes the body, not the head. That disappointed me. I wish it changed the color matched as well, but it doesn't. In case, this is the ground frame. Ground frame has pretty much all the attacks of the zero gravity frame, so I'm not going to go over all of them. However, it also has wired fist. Now, it doesn't say that it has anything special about it, but wired fist is special because if you notice the terrain, all of the attacks, or all of the melee attacks of this unit, all of them, with the exception of wired fist, can't be used against aerial targets. But this one can. So there's that. It is, in fact, I mean, this unit is, of course, designed over ground engagements, so it's not surprising that is the case. In case, you can see, this is why I was sort of disappointed, because like the ground frame does change colors for each of the other units that have it. So that's why I was sort of disappointed. Also, Guy's unit is like the weirdest, like all the others have like, you know, similar head structure, and then you just have Guy's Estevalis unit. It's got like this weird shaped head. In case, yeah, so it changes. Also, fun fact about Hikaru's Estevalis. When you use Distortion Punch, if you look very closely, you'll see that at the very end of the animation, it just looks like a yellow version of Ryoko's unit. So that's a bug. Then we have the Zero Gravity Frame. No, this is the second last one. Gravity Frame, we saw all the attacks, but I'll go over them again in case you missed them. Intermediate Knife, Rapid Rifle, Rapid Rifle, Immediate Knife, and Gekigen Flare are the attacks of the, this frame. So yeah. Oops. Probably my favorite frame aesthetically speaking, but you know, whatever. Blue Earth. And here we have the air frame. Once again, I was a little disappointed that the color of the aerial frame does not change to match the color of the Estevalis unit, but whatever. That's how it was in the anime, so I'm not going to argue. This one has all the weapons of the Zero Gravity Frame, plus a missile pod. So it's a little bit more range focused than all the others. It also can fly, which is something only half the Estevalis unit frames that we have can do. But yeah. The aerial frame looks especially good on Guy's unit. And it also doesn't look too half bad with Hikaru's unit, but it looks a little silly with all the others unit because it doesn't match at all. And yeah, so those are that's me going over all the frames. Once again, guys, this has been Binary for the win here, because Binary is just awesome. In the next episode, we'll be continuing on to the game and going to the next chapter episode thing. Until then, everybody.